Very shiny morning to you all, my dear students. So here, before starting up with the with today's topic, I would like to ask you that whether you make wishes. I expect that your answer is yes. So same is my case. Even I make many wishes. So some are materialistic, and some are immaterialistic. But somewhere, I like to eat lot of food. So then I make my wishes related to the food only. So somewhere I make wishes to get a good salad, like as I am fond much of salads. So wherever I go, I try to grab different flavors of salad somewhere, and that Caesar salad even is my weakness. So I try to find out even different qualities of salads. So here you might have been making wishes of some different sort, right? So different people, different wishes, and here whatever is our today's topic, and that topic even is related to the wishes. Here this is a poem, that is lesson number 10 of your book. The name of the poem is Wishes, right? And this poem is about these little chicks, and the narrator of the poem has beautifully expressed the wishes of these little chicks in a beautiful manner. I hope you would enjoy the poem, right? So let's first read out the poem. Said the first little chick with a queer little squirm, I wish I could find a fat little worm. Said the next little chick with a sharp little squeal, I wish I could find some nice yellow meal. Said the third little chick with a small sigh of grief, I wish I could find a little green leaf. See here, said the hen from the near garden patch, if you want any breakfast, just come here and scratch. So, did you find the things here in the poem? Did you get even a single line? I think that the last line even was quite catchy, which was the call of chick's mother, that if you want to have breakfast, then come and have it. Because those little chicks were, making wishes related to their meals. So those three chicks even have different wishes of the meals. So let's read it out line by line so that I make you understand the things, what are they wishing in their meal. So the first little chick with a queer little squirm. So how is this first little chick is wishing, and what she is wishing? Let's read up in this stanza. The chick is wishing in a strange manner, that is the body is twisted side by side in nervousness or discomfort, maybe because of hunger, right? So then what is the demand of that chick? That chick is demanding that I could find a fat little worm. A fat little worm. You know what is a worm, right? Like an earthworm. Chicks may eat the worms even, right? So then it is the wish of the first chick that she might get the worm to eat, right? And then next, said the next little chick with a sharp little squeal, I wish I could find some nice yellow meal. So now here the next little chick with a sharp little squeal. What is sharp little squeal? That is a huge cry. With a cry. the another chick is demanding, is wishing for some nice yellow meal. It may be some yellow rice even, or something what I mean anything might have been liked by that the another chick. And you may compare the wishes of these two, as in the first chick was demanding for that worms to eat, and that too quite with a discomfort. The demand was presented by that little chick. And now here again, as the first chick was nervous, and here the second chick is crying even, that might be, dying with the hungerness. So that might have been the case here. We may visualize by the lines even. So now the next one is third stanza. So now in the third stanza, definitely we would be finding the wish of third chick. And now let's see how does the third chick, and what does the third chick wish. Said the third little chick with a small sigh of grief, I wish I could find a little green leaf. So now look onto the rhythmic line. So that is here the third little chick is full of grief, is full of sorrow here. And what for? The chick is full of sorrow, again might be because of the hunger. So then what is the wish of the third chick? To get some green leaf to eat. Okay, and now the three chicks, the three different choices: worm, yellow meal, green leaf, the different wishes. Okay, and now in the fourth stanza, here what is the scene? See here, said the hen from the near garden patch, if you want any breakfast, just come here and scratch. Now they have got a call from their mother hen that if they want their breakfast, they should come to the garden. Not they should not be there idle at that land area where they were sitting. So they should rather do some efforts in the garden for finding out something for their breakfast. So now let's see what do they do and what do they find for their breakfast. So here with this call, actually what the mother hen wanted. The mother hen wanted to teach the little chicks that they should not only make wishes, rather they should do some efforts to get those wishes fulfilled. So here the beautiful message is given by the poet to us, that it is not sufficient enough to make wishes. It's good to make wishes, but it is even essential to make to do some efforts to get those wishes fulfilled, rather than to be dependent on others or to be waiting for the things to be done for us. Nothing is going to be done automatically, rather it is us. If we do the efforts, then only we get our wishes fulfilled. So the beautiful message has been passed to us by the poet. I really enjoyed this poem. It really made me remind my childhood days, and I admire the way how the poet beautifully imbibed this message through this tiny creature of little chick, and addressed the whole community for doing some efforts, right? So now we'll be doing the word meanings of the poem. So let's move on to the word meanings. So here we have the word meanings. The first word is queer, and the meaning of this word is strange, and strange in another word is unusual way, right, which is not common. Okay, and then second is squirm, And what does squirm means? Squirm means wriggle. And what is wriggling? Wriggling is, twisting your body from side to side, and that too as a result of some discomfort or some stress in the mind. So what was the stress in the mind? Hunger. That is, they were starving. Okay, starving for food. So that is squirm, right? And then third you have squeal. The word squeal. And what does it mean? It means a loud cry. And why that chick had cried? For food again, isn't it? So the second chick squealed basically. So then third one is meal, and it is quite a common word which you use daily, and the meaning of that is definitely must have been known to you, that is food. And then next one is grief. Grief I already mentioned in the explanation when I was paraphrasing the poem. That is, grief means sorrow, some disturbance, right? And then patch. What does patch means? An area of land. That is, patch here referred in this poem. Somewhere patch has some different meaning even, so don't get confused for that. In context of the poem, it means the area of land. Okay, so now here I assign you a task before ending up today's class, and that task is even there in the book also. That is, you need to make a list of the wishes which you might have made. So make a list of the wishes and divide those wishes into two categories. That is, some wishes of yours might have been fulfilled and some wishes of yours are still not fulfilled. So then divide those wishes in those two different categories, and then write down some sentences about that, what efforts you will make to complete those wishes, right? So here I expect you all that you will appear for this activity, and it will definitely help you out to earn something. So here I disperse today's class. Thank you.